Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. This video was requested, which is called, wait a minute. Yeah, it is called How Onlyfans Ruined an Entire Generation. Interesting. Before I'm going to start the video, I'm just going to say my opinion. Has it destroyed an entire generation? I'd say no. But it has taught people that you can use your own body without any repercussion. Well, primarily women, but my take on this whole thing is that I'm against any kind of adult content. I don't care what form it is. Of course, if it is drawn, I really don't care, but if you show off your body in that way, consider stopping. Let's get into it.
Onlyfans has completely ruined an entire generation. Dog, when I tell you, nuclear bombs couldn't even do nearly as much damage as what Onlyfans did to our society. Where I knew Onlyfans was getting bad, when I seen people not even giving life a shot at the age of 18 and going straight to Onlyfans once the clock hit 12. If you thought
I find it insane that literally there are people out there waiting for girls to turn 18 so they can pressure them into doing that kind of stuff. It is absolutely wild in my opinion. It's also, you don't need to do this. We are here in the West. There's plenty of other things you could do instead of selling your body. You're not an African mother selling her body so she can feed herself and her children. Do something else.
Reddit, TikTok, 4chan, and Twitter did damage, just wait.
I mean, TikTok did do considerable damage to society. And there is an actual study that Twitter actually lowers your IQ. Well, that explains a lot.
All the damage that OnlyFans has done in this video. Now, for the first damage that I think OnlyFans has done to society is that it's normalized a lot of weird behavior. We live in a time where...
Yeah, kinda. I mean, it has normalized, like I said, dudes literally waiting for girls to turn 18. There's probably some other stuff as well, like really weird stuff has happened since that shit came up.
But it's somehow okay because they make a lot of money. That is not normal, and that is not something that we should normalize / celebrate. Look, I understand that these OnlyFans girls be having Lambos, numerous penthouses, a few rollies, and more money than I could ever imagine. But at the same time, they also have zero dignity if they can proudly brag about how their cheeks are getting clapped online for $4.99 a month. Why are we flexing our cheeks getting a
Netflix was once like what? $2.99 originally. Netflix was less expensive than
obliterated online.
Getting, you know what?
That is just weird to me. Another thing about OnlyFans is that it completely normalized adult films, aka porn. Like, I swear, back then, being an adult film star used to be one of the most frowned upon jobs ever.
In my opinion, it should still be frowned upon. Because, let's be real, no man is dating these women if they aren't in the industry themselves or they just can't get anything better.
But OnlyFans has made it completely acceptable. Like, if somebody told you that they did OnlyFans, you genuinely wouldn't be surprised nowadays. But back then,
yeah, if I look at content creators, like even VTubers, I just go into their link tree and sometimes like, a third of those content creators have an OnlyFans or a Fansly. Which is, in this case, they get immediately blocked.
Then that would
No
be
hesitation.
one of the most shocking things to ever hear. Another
You're
weird
gone,
behavior
reduced
that
to
OnlyFans
atoms.
has kind of normalized is spawn camping young women until they turn 18. For
Like, yeah, I just mentioned that. Literally
example,
spawn
y'all remember when
camping.
Danielle Bergoli started an
That is
OnlyFans
funny.
1 week after she turned 18, and she
That
made
is
$1
insane.
million within just 6 hours of it releasing? That means that there were some grown adults out there that found Danielle Bergoli attractive as a young girl, but they wouldn't necessarily say that. So they chose their next best option, which was to wait for this young girl to turn 18. Now they can see her naked
That's some PDF file behavior.
legally. Like, the concept of that being legal is just absolutely strange to me. And whoever bought that OnlyFans once she turned 18 needs to be locked up ASAP no Rocky. Like, I just find that insane, because there's no way that the demographic of these people buying Danielle Bergoli's OnlyFans were like maybe 18, 19, 20, 21. They had to be like
40 or 50 or 60, like, divorced.
Maybe even some 30-year-olds in there. And we know damn well that a lot of these dudes that bought this OnlyFans didn't just randomly stumble across Danielle Bergoli the day that she turned 18.
They waited. They waited for their chance to subscribe to that.
She made this OnlyFans. Now they can see her naked legally and go ham on the meat. Like, that's crazy to me. That is absolutely insane.
If you subscribe to an OnlyFans, you're a loser.
There's also numerous TikTok girls out there who have also made OnlyFans once they turned 18, and they made bans because of these weirdos also.
What
It's one of the weirdest things ever, and this shouldn't be something that's like normal, you know? And as I speak, there's probably some 16-year-old TikTok girl out there that plans to make an OnlyFans once she turns 18, and there's probably tons of creepy old men waiting for that day to happen, which it's disgusting to even think about, if I'm being real. I think the age of OnlyFans should be at least 21, but obviously that never changed.
Yeah. I'd say even 25.
Because right now the age to sell adult content is 18 years old, and for OnlyFans to change their age, the whole law would have to change as a whole, and that's never going to change. And since we're talking about weird behavior from OnlyFans, there's a lot of lies that goes on with just the business itself. Like, there's a lot of grown women on there lying about being 18 and 19 years old to sell more subscriptions, which is just absolutely insane.
They're not only lying, they're also on this platform manipulating young women into doing that stuff. Which, by the way, the average OF girl makes like $180 per month. Per month. Again, per month. You might as well not do it, because what are you going to do with $180? Nothing.
Even though those are legal ages, I still think it's weird to lie about your age to sell more subs. For example, do y'all remember that one NPC TikTok girl, Pinky Doll?
Oh, I remember that.
So good. Ice cream so
Let
good.
me guess.
Gang gang.
So she actually used to lie and say that she was 19 years old to sell more subs, when in reality, she was 27. And this actually happens a ton on Twitter.
Holy.
You see mad girls talking about they're the hottest 18-year-old on OnlyFans. Whole time, they're 47 with 6 kids. Like, it's insane. A girl
What
could
the
legit be 67
fuck?
years old with the saggiest yitties of all time. But for some reason, she's in every Twitter comment section talking about, I'm the hottest 18-year-old on OnlyFans. Yeah, you were the hottest girl. 51 years ago, Sharon.
I've seen these. I have seen these Twitter posts.
It up. Like I said, I think it's weird to just straight up
They
lie
have this.
about your
They
age
have
to
become
sell
less
more
and less.
subs.
Maybe
That's
because
just
I've also blocked
disgusting.
them.
And even the old ass men out there that are buying these girls' OnlyFans, they're also just as disgusting, if not even more disgusting. Now another
Well, those men are pathetic, and I hope they never pass on their genes. Thank you.
reason why I think that OnlyFans completely ruined society is because it made the internet even worse for women. Now y'all are gonna call me a simp and white knight.
Like, it has made the internet worse. Definitely has made the internet worse for women. Because now again, dudes are spawn camping, waiting until some girls turn 18. It also has heavily sexualized women, like even more than before, which is kind of funny because I thought that women wanted to not be sexualized, and now they do it themselves. Yeah, like even like established like content creators on the internet. There's dudes basically typing into the comment section asking when they're gonna make an OnlyFans.
For this, but just hear me out
Insanity.
before you run to the comment section talking about my forehead is big. Just wait 1 second. Just hear me out. The reason why
Well, your forehead is kinda big.
I say that OnlyFans made the internet even worse for women is because it made dudes comfortable with telling random girls online that they don't even know to make OnlyFans accounts if they find them attractive. It's the weirdest thing ever. Like if a girl goes
like I
viral
said,
and she just happens to be attractive, the first thing that dudes are gonna say is to make an OnlyFans. It's the weirdest thing ever. For example, do y'all remember the Home Depot girl? For y'all that don't know, there's basically this girl who went viral on Twitter because she was attractive and she worked at Home Depot. And the first thing that dudes were telling her to do once they saw her was to make an OnlyFans. Like, peep some of these comments. Hear me out. OnlyFans and you equals rich.
How do I put this? The core issue now is that we have a big a big amount of men that are lonely. They fall into that trap, of watching adult content. Then they see attractive women. They want them to do the same, and this turns into a really weird cycle of where these men continue to essentially motivate these girls who originally had never the intent to make that kind of content. Yeah, and I guess you know the rest.
If you want to make an OnlyFans, real niggas wouldn't judge you. When OF, you're
Yes, I would.
telling me that you see an attractive woman online and your first thought is she should make an OnlyFans? Like, I just find that insane. And honestly,
Corn addicts. Literal corn addicts.
Honestly, I salute this woman to the fullest.
Get help.
Because at the end of the day, she chose her morals over money. She could have made life-changing
Good.
bands off of OnlyFans.
Very
She just
good.
chose to stick with her normal job and just create IG reels and make YouTube videos. When the whole world was telling her to create an OnlyFans. Like, that is hard to do in a world where OnlyFans girls be having
Daily Lao, by the way, always took money for promotions for you know what?
having Lambos and just regular working women have Toyota Priuses. Like, that is a hard task. And this actually happens to a lot of women that create content. Because if you look at their comment section on IG Reels or maybe TikTok, or maybe even if a girl is doing a YouTube Q&A, the first question that a lot of dudes are gonna ask is if that girl is gonna make it OnlyFans. Like, bro, it's crazy.
Literally ban them.
OnlyFans nowadays,
Literally ban them. Send them to the Shadow Realm.
Beg you to make one. Like, it's a lose-lose situation. Another reason why I think OnlyFans made the internet even worse for women is because it also completely ruined Linktree / just women having links in their bio. Like, y'all know how on Instagram, people usually will have a link in their bio and that link will take you to maybe a YouTube, Twitch.
Yeah, but the funny part is that, like I said before, if you go into that, a third of those girls do have an OF or a Fansly.
Or maybe even a clothing brand. Well, it's gotten to the point where if a woman has a link tree in her bio, the first assumption that a lot of dudes are gonna make, even myself, is that that girl probably has an OnlyFans. When in reality, that girl could just have a Twitch link in that link.
But again, the problem is that you'd be correct at least 33% of the time.
Tree, right? But since these OF girls are running so rampant nowadays and you can see them everywhere, every dude is gonna automatically assume that any girl with a link in her bio has an OnlyFans. Like, it's sad to say, but it's true. Another reason why,
which is why I check that link tree before I go straight to the block button. I check first. I'm not saying that you can't do it. Go ahead, do it. But I'm gonna make fun of you. I'm gonna criticize you. Cry me a river.
OnlyFans ruined society is because it gave people this money over morals mindset. If there's one thing that OnlyFans has taught me, it's that people are almost always going to pick that dollar over their morals on any.
Yeah, in this current society, money is God. Yeah, but it's always been like that, money goes over morals. That has always been the case. For most.
Any given day. The other day, I seen this post by Ruby Rose that said, "Yo bitch got morals, I got millions." Well, excuse me, Miss Ruby. I never knew that having no morals was a flex. But at the same time, I don't know what I was supposed to expect from somebody that said, sometimes you have to lie about your age when it comes.
Yeah, but the funny part is that you can have those millions, but if the banks crush, you don't have the millions and you have no morals.
Comes to NFL players at 16
Which will
years
eventually
old,
happen.
She had no morals 10 years ago and she still has no morals today. It's insane. Don't get me wrong, money is a really important thing in life because without money you can't do a majority of things, but that money shouldn't matter if you don't have any morals / if it goes against your morals. Like, not all money is good money. Yeah, that money from OnlyFans might be good, but at the same time
It pays your bills, but it's not good money. It's not clean money. You cannot tell me that the people behind OnlyFans aren't doing any shady stuff. You can't tell me that.
a greater cost, which is your dignity and future. Like, I swear, people don't even care about their digital footprints anymore. Because, bro, OnlyFans literally leave.
We now have companies that do look up your social media. We have companies that will not hire you if you do certain things. The also thing that those people, those women in particular, don't think about is that what if they do eventually have children? Those children will get bullied. There is a case where a boy literally found nudes of his mother in his locker. That's how far this shit can go.
Stain on your life. It leaves a mark on your future family.
It's more than just a stain on your life. There's more stains, way more.
And I'm telling you, once your kids find out that you did OnlyFans back in your heyday, that's going to be a pretty odd topic to even talk about. Y'all remember?
It's not only the kids, like I said, it's also what if somebody else who isn't necessarily friends with your kids finds that out.
When that one blonde OnlyFans girl, Elle Brooke, was on Piers Morgan, and she was basically saying how her kids are gonna cry in a Ferrari once they figure.
Yeah, but what if they aren't crying in a Ferrari, but hanging from your like luxury mansion?
Out that she did OnlyFans.
What then?
How do you feel when you want to have kids yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't really want kids right now. But at
You
least
will do. How old are you?
25.
Right.
I hope she never does.
So you will do at some stage, probably, right?
Maybe.
When you do, you're going to be proud that you have your little ones and they look at you and go, "Didn't you want to be a lawyer, Mummy? What happened?"
Yeah.
And you go, "Yeah, but look at all my stuff."
They can cry in a Ferrari.
Or hang from the
Don't
ceiling.
get me wrong, that Ferrari is cool and all. It's pretty fast, and I mean, it
Pick
does
your
look
poison.
nice. But once your kid gets out that Ferrari and walks through those school doors, it's over for that man. It takes one kid in that school to find out you did OnlyFans.
And then
Not trying to
everybody
get
knows
his
it.
head dunked into a
Every
toilet
single
on a
person
Wednesday
knows it.
morning before PE class. You're telling me that
The
it's okay
teachers will
if
know,
you get
your
clapped
bullies will
online,
know, they will all
pile
know.
Put in a DDT and put in the walls of Jericho, all on camera for the world to see, but it's somehow fine because you have a Ferrari? That is absolutely insane. If you thought that bullying was bad now, just wait until 20 years from now. These roast sessions are about to get brutal. That's why you're ugly and your breath stinks. That's why your mom did OnlyFans. If your mom did OnlyFans, you might as well go mute.
The
because
mom
that's a
jokes you
safe
could
option.
make
Like,
out
these
of this is going to be
OnlyFans pictures are
insane.
never gonna leave
That's
the
going to be an
internet.
insane
I don't think
meta.
people realize that. And also, just because you retire from OnlyFans, that doesn't mean that the pictures and videos retire as well. For example, do y'all remember the ex-adult
Once if it's in the internet, on the internet, it is forever on the internet.
Tyler should stay away from these little streamers because Kai Cenat and Tyler recently did a stream with each other, and when I tell you, all hell broke loose in the comment section because people just started dropping pictures of her getting clapped from like 8 years ago, dog. And that's what I mean by these pictures never really leave.
Why do you have that in your gallery, though? That's the more important question.
the internet. It doesn't matter when you retire, these pictures are always going to be there, dog. That scene probably
Forever.
happened
They will
ages
exist
ago.
forever.
But since it's online, that picture is now forever. And what's even sadder is that when these OnlyFans girls do try to be serious and turn their lives around, no one ever takes them seriously. Like if an OnlyFans girl tried to transition into different content, like maybe YouTube.
There was this redhead who was on the, what was it, like a podcast, and now she's Christian. Nobody trusts that woman. Nobody. Not a single person. And the core issue, yeah, if you try to transition into other things, well, me personally, if I come across it, I will block you. But I'm also gonna make fun of you. Like, clearly. I'm gonna bring it up.
It wouldn't work because a lot of people are only going to see them as that girl that was getting clapped on camera. I mean, it has worked in some instances, but a majority of the time, it's not going to work at all. For example, there's this one OnlyFans girl named
There she is.
Stopped doing OnlyFans to pursue religion. And when I tell you, nobody took her seriously. Did she get baptized in semen? Biggest meme of all time. This is delusion at its finest. Your entire internet presence is you not choosing God. And honestly, like, even though it's messed up, these comments are messed up, I can understand why. Because number one, it happened all of a sudden. And number two, she used to get clapped online, and that was her previous internet presence. Like, she went from worshiping
And she said that cheating is her biggest fantasy.
the BBC to worshiping the Bible.
Please, God,
that's a pretty
don't let her
drastic
into
change.
heaven.
So it makes sense to why people don't really take her serious. But that just goes to show how much of a stain OnlyFans puts on your life. You can't even convert to religion without people cooking on you and saying that you're doing it for clout or just bringing up your past. Like, it's sad, but at the end of the day, like, I can't really be mad at these people who are cooking on her.
You chose this. You knew what you were doing. And now you can't complain that people are making fun of you. Because you chose this.
OnlyFans has done a lot of damage in today's society. And I think that OnlyFans is like the new cigarette of this generation. Hear me out, because I actually think this is like a really great analogy. At first, cigarettes were cool, trendy, and everyone was doing it because, I mean, there really was no research backing up why cigarettes were bad. Yeah, it was smoke going into your lungs, but somehow in the 1950s and 60s, that was considered healthy. But now, 60 years later, we've realized all the negative effects.
That wasn't like that. And when it comes to cigarettes, cigarettes were at the beginning just for men, and then they realized they can make even more money if they get women into smoking cigarettes, which then it was fully normalized.
Effects of smoking from all these studies we've done, and I think the exact same thing is
So
going to happen.
OnlyFans isn't exactly on that level because men aren't doing it because it is not.
People are going to realize how much damage OnlyFans has done.
It doesn't get you any money as a guy.
OnlyFans girls could even possibly go that route that a lot of these adult stars are going right now, where they're unaliving themselves because of their past mistakes.
Yep.
It's actually really sad to even think about. Even though I don't really support girls doing OnlyFans and adult content, it is sad to see people unalive themselves for their past mistakes.
True,
Like,
yes,
it's
true and
really
real.
sad.
It
that's
is
been
sad.
happening to a lot of adult stars lately. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend you guys check out my most recent video. It'll be right up here on the screen. All that being said, thank you guys for watching. It's Cameron, and I'm out.
Yeah, that was a good video. I like that video. Thank you for recommending that. Yeah, it's really just, it's like a plague. Like you can literally go to like currently a lot of big female content creators, and you will find a Fansly, an OnlyFans, any other website, even a Patreon. Because even though Patreon didn't like that at the beginning, which is funny, because Patreon in the beginning, Patreon removed people for selling their adult content on it, which is really interesting, but it appears they have kind of given in. So they can compete with the other websites, it appears. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, I don't like this stuff. I don't watch this stuff. You can do it if you want to, but I'm gonna clown on you. And if you do this kind of content, I'm gonna block you, I'm gonna remove you from from my life. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.